Reasoning came from our own experience also. As we are enterprise AI company, we are day in and day out work with these technologies. Every CEOs and everybody talks about agents, millions of agents, but agents in a simplest form to say what it is a task. Who is basically a task executor, which is the right one. There is no clear answer. And that needs a lot of depth in understanding what each agent does. If I have 100 agents, how can I learn everything? It's impossible.
It's impossible.
And if I try to do that, I will get defeated because another agent might catch up with learning that more than a human. The idea of the earning part starts with the learning part, right? It's like our regular human life cycle with a professional job. So the best way, TAL AI Kernel, to come back to that, where it is going to help you with, pick your passion, know your domain where you want to, where you can really make a difference.
Hello and welcome to TALRadio podcast. I'm your host, Archita Puranik. Artificial intelligence is already entering a new era of Agentic AI. But with so many Agentic AIs out there, one question becomes more important than ever. Which AI can you trust? Today we speak with Mr. Suresh Mani, VP Engineering and Chief Architect at Solix Technologies, to understand what is TAL AI Kernel, a community-driven platform designed for people to discover, trust, and evaluate, and even earn money from AI agents. Join us as we explore the future of trusted AI for students, professionals, individuals, and innovators. Hello, Mr. Mani. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Akshita. Nice to be here.
Tell us, what is TAL AI Kernel? Why did you think the need for it to be?
Okay. The simplest form to start, TAL AI Kernel is a place where our vision is to go and get some trusted agents. What is an agent means, what are the agents they can trust, why they have to trust, etc. But fundamentally it's a learn and earn platform. It addresses various questions for students, business professionals, technical professionals, enterprises, and even universities. So it's an ecosystem where we want everyone to use for a community-driven, trusted agents and understand them better.
I hear you, but why did you feel the need of it? I'm sure there are other agents as well out there.
True. Reasoning came from our own experience also. As we are enterprise AI company, we are day in and day out work with these technologies. And as we know, it's changed it rapidly last 6 months from last time when we talked.
Yeah.
It has changed so much. Last time we never even talked about agents.
Yeah.
Now today we are talking in 6 months. So this is the pace it is going to be in future also. Every 6 months you will see dynamic shifts. Now this time what happened is, within 6 months, we are already talking, every CEOs and everybody talks about agents, millions of agents, but agents in a simplest form to say what it is a task. Every agent is designed for doing a particular task, which normally humans do.
Okay.
Now, think about millions of agents coming into play and millions of agents from various companies, various process, individuals are building it. So there is a big swamp is building up in this space. Now the challenge, how we came to start looking at this as a technician myself, if I want to build something, like I'm pretty much do everything in healthcare, lot of work we are doing across all the things in specific to healthcare. When I want to put some solutions, there are many agents just for one problem I want to address.
Okay.
Now, if you ask anybody, hey, out of these 20 agents, who is basically a task executor, which is the right one, there is no clear answer. And that needs a lot of depth in understanding what each agent does from a security perspective, from the capability perspective, what audience is meant for, what size and capacity, all these things are there. So to give that paradigm, there is also a big gap that is evolving. As these agents come today, it is all in one packet of the industry. It's not getting democratized, and there is a gap is building with students. in my opinion. What it means is, if you take a workforce and going to enter in 1 or 2 years, what do they know about agents? They might not even work in the projects or anything, their colleges, universities, they might not even use them. But that is what they have to handle in real world in 2 years. Now, if they are not learning about it, that is one gap. Second gap is that agents itself is extrapolating itself. Huge amount of agents are coming. Which one they have to choose? Because agents, like we talked last time, is now it is even more going to touch every aspect. Journalism, not just STEM. It is going to touch everything, because everything is a task at the end of the day. So now, given all these spaces, where the students will go to understand this, that's our fundamental question. How to bridge that gap, how to make them learn what they should learn, which agent they should learn. If I am studying journalism, what are the agents I should be aware of? If I am a developer, what are the agents? Likewise, this platform, TAL Kernel, AI Kernel, will provide you that knowledge, so you can pick and choose and start learning while all these things are happening. Expand your knowledge, learn about it much deeper, so that you can put that into your work. Especially for students, we will cover other aspects of business and other audience. Students, I want to cover a little more in depth is, today, when you want to apply for a job, then there is a professional resume we are writing. You are trying to say, I know this, that, everything, LinkedIn profiles people are doing. But in TAL AI Kernel, it is going to be, because if the more agents you know, more depth in knowledge, your opportunity is going to be more in future. So in TAL AI Kernel, we are also providing that feature. So once they expertise themselves, they can always provide that as their resume link. So people who want the talent, skills, they can easily refer to that, your work. Really, they can see your work, and your opportunity starts from there.
So, if I could attempt to simplify the TAL, not TAL, but AI agent, is it like, suppose there's a huge marketing agency and there are employees which expertise in some way or the other, so in some sectors, but you have option for these employees and you have to choose between which employee I have to assign task for, or which employee is the best to do the particular task.
Within one particular job, say there are five different people can do the same job.
Yes.
But their skill sets are different, their expertise are different. And that is the struggle today.
Yes.
Because if I give you 10 agents who can do the same task, which is the
Which
best
is the
one?
best, yeah.
Because you always want the best to do the job. So this platform will help you, because that is where the trust is becoming very, very critical. Now, how the trust is built is, you have to first learn as a student, or if you are a domain expert or a professional, you already have the domain expert. Now you have to use the techniques to explore that agent much more deeper and write reviews. What do you think about that agent? How it is functioning for this domain?
Okay.
Right now, once you do that, then these reviews will tell the readers, okay, this agent is meant for that. Another agent
They can judge based on
that,
professionals.
and they can use it for two things, right? One is the type of use case matters. Each agent is also a cost, because behind that you are running some sort of a language model or some task. It consumes its own infrastructure in a different sense. So whether I can hold to the cost, it's same like hiring, right? So all these things somebody has to evaluate for an agent, like as if you are hiring a real person. This is what the reviews will tell to a buyer of an agent, or what you can trust from an agent,
will help
what is
them
the cost,
decide.
what is the performance I can expect, all these criteria. This goes with deep expertise by analyzing it and writing deeper, broader reviews about an agent. So that's how it starts, actually, from a student's or professional's perspective. The buyer is typically like an enterprises, right? Because enterprises is the ones who want to incorporate these automations into their entire processes. So that's another angle to that. And sometimes, like I said, these professionals or students, based on their expertise, they have an opportunity by writing reviews in the enterprises themselves, right? They have a gateway to that. So all these value will start popping up once you start doing the fundamental thing, which is learn from student perspective,
Yeah.
deep analysis, and writing very strong reviews from a professional's perspective. And universities is a big play in this. Actually, we are working with a lot of universities where there is a rich knowledge there, but that rich knowledge we can bring it to the system, like a research group can use some of these agents and do some benchmarking, because some of the recent discussions we are having with universities today, even in universities, best some of the best universities too, they don't have special classes for this, special orientation for this, how to manage this, right? So some started already thinking about benchmarking. If there are two agents, how to do benchmarking, right? All these things are happening from the place where we are working with. So now all these inputs as part of student research projects, everything knowledge can be given into it. We will talk about the earning part later.
Yeah.
But all this knowledge is very, very much needed for two things. One, which you need to trust. What are the ideal agents for your specific use cases that you can trust, because it is coming from the community, all sorts of people using it for various purposes, domain experts, educators, like students, everybody has their say in it.
Of course, you're industry expert and you know what's happening in real time, what are the innovations happening. As you said, 6 months ago we were talking about completely different things, and now we have advanced so much and we are already talking about new era of AI, which is like, isn't AI just a couple of years ago that we heard it for the first time? So I mean, the general population. So how does TAL AI kernel comes in the picture in all of this? And you mentioned a lot about students learning. So how can students benefit from this platform?
Yeah. So before going there, I want to give one core aspect of our TAL AI kernel is democratizing this knowledge, because the gap from 6 months to today is getting bigger and bigger, as I see it in the industry, between the industry and the students. And the tools are not always available to the students. And one side industry is going at a super speed, like millions of agents, and not even hundreds of those agents is available to the students, or who is going to be the future workforce.
They're not even aware of it.
They are not even. So the gap is getting bigger and bigger, and that's where Sai, our CEO, also found this early vision. When this agent swamp happens, as a technician building this daily basis, when we are having this challenge, what is the next generation of workforce is going to have, and given the system that we are in. So as much as possible, our goal and vision is democratizing this and make sure at least all the students, all the across all the industries, get to know what agents are available on a day in and day out basis. What are all the top agents in the industry people are working in different categories: healthcare, pharma, simple data and AI, automations, retail, whatever it might be, healthcare, finance. So all these things, we are trying to categorize them in the platform. And then we are also having a set of instructions there, how to learn or how to write reviews. We have provided all the instructions in the platform. And the main reason is this gap and the trust, I would say. Because the more agents not to do what to do with which agent is a trust issue. From a student's perspective, the gap is widening. So we need to address both in this platform. And that's our vision.
And how does this platform work?
So it's very, very simple. That's the beauty of it. So if you go to the platform, you will naturally pick your choice, whichever field you are working, where your domain expertise is going to come in. And based on that, there will be a set of agents that platform will tell you. Hey, if you are in this domain, these are all the agents today that is available. And then you can start we have a set of instructions, like I said, what is step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, if you want to, before becoming a reviewer, what you should know. And then they have to follow the process, which is very standard for anybody who is learning. And then they have to first try it. and understand this first before writing review. Some professionals can directly write. If they know about this technology, if they have worked on it, they have an advantage of writing the review. But as much as possible, we want the review to be much deeper and trustworthy, right? And there are certain metrics we have given. What are the different scales, the standard performance scaling? Like what are the there are 8 different metrics and grading systems, which we are not forcing it as a platform. We leave it to the community to make the decision, but at least we give that guidance. What makes a good review? So they have to understand what makes a good review, and then work on that agent, understand that agent, and write the review according to these basic instructions. In fact, some of them, like we are even encouraging to create more trust about that review. They can also record their own thing. They can publish their papers, findings. Everything is possible in the platform. Once they upload it, now people should start liking it. We know within the TAL ecosystem, if they want to promote, we can help them promote that. Hey, I built this agent. If you want like a small clips, we can push it to, and we can also providing the URL link, right? So they can publish themselves. Hey, this is my agent. Wherever their channel is, they can publish it to get more feedback, more about their reviews. And as the trust of their review goes higher, then they can make the second part of this whole discussion about the earning part.
The students, the innovators who are actually building the AI agents, and the professionals who are using the AI agents come together on this platform and play their part and help each other out in order to find the best one out there, which
Yes, and also the researchers from the university.
Okay,
perspective.
yeah.
That's a big part also, because they're also, even universities can participate, right? As a group or a project, group reviews, they can write any of these things. And so all of them have a common idea about an agent. Okay, what are we talking from different angles, not like one person's view. Not because I created an agent, this is the right one. Or,
from different perspectives, you will get everything there and then decide better for.
that's the community trust will get built up for each agent. And then whoever want to consume that agent with that trust from the community, they take it to the consumption side of this. The idea of the earning part starts with the learning part, right? It's like our regular human life cycle with a professional job, right? The more you are good at it, the more you earn, right? So now when they write reviews, like I said, I have given all the detail, like they can put talaikernel.org/suresh.mani. That gives me my profile of whatever things I know about an agent. Now I can take that and publish it to my peer network or professional network, wherever it is, to correspondingly they can see what I have wrote. They can give a comment, feedback, whatever it is, or some people can also start using it, my review. As they use it, my ranking goes higher compared to others. Whoever writes better review, always they get the benefit of the system, right? Now when they do that, at some point I can flip that. Hey, a lot of people are reviewing, let me set some price. Right now, that's the beauty of it, because when enterprises started looking at your reviews, you know there is a revenue generation chances, opportunities for this agent. Now you can set a price. You can say, for example, I'm just picking as an example, like $10. Hey, whenever you want to read my review, give me $10.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because you write a review, usually we show them only a very high level summary. We don't go to till it becomes a paid review. The moment you start setting the price, assume you learned it and you have mastered this agent. Now you are creating a very powerful review. Now we will give them a summary, what it has for everybody. We don't show the details. Once you set the price, people read your high level summary. If they like your high level summary, how you wrote, and that is what their use case is, they just click that pricing, pay you $10, and then consume it. Now, when they consume that, whatever price it goes, some amount you can set it to your affiliation. If you want to give it some percentage of that to your affiliation, when you set the price, you can say, hey, I want $10 out of that. Let 15% go to this affiliation, which could be their own university too. right? That's where the university can also make. The universities are really stressed right now for funding. So if the professors and everyone want to a little bit give back by earning through the network, they can do. So one side they will have their full earning part, but they can also give the affiliation part, giving back to the community because community gives them.
The money, what are the challenges each segment faces? The things you explained, the students, the innovators, the professionals, and what are the gaps?
So if you think about, let's broadly classify the user segment of agents into four. One is students, the second one is professionals, third one, to be very honest, I will put researchers, which is universities as last researchers, and then the enterprises who are the consumers of this whole agent. Now each one has different challenges with respect to agents, because the agent swarm is hitting every aspect. That's number one. Now what is agent swarm? Is nothing but millions of agents. Recently we have even heard Microsoft CEO saying they have millions of agents. Now everyone is going to have, if you just go with the number of tasks and processes in the enterprises, that itself is millions plus. Every company will have. Now everything is if it turns out to be an agent, it is humongous. Even within their own company, their own processes, their own team will have 10 agents. That will become a big nightmare to manage from an enterprise perspective. So they need an ecosystem like TAL AI Kernel, even privately for their own enterprises. So we can help there also. Because think about that whole TAL AI Kernel challenge we are talking about. That is happening within an enterprise, within their own teams, their own professionals. How to manage that? That we can help. That is one. The second one is the researchers and everyone, because researchers, to an extent, all the three students, researchers, and the professionals are getting into a big challenge, because every day there are hundreds and hundreds of new agents for their own task individually they are doing is evolving. Frank, humans will not catch up with that. To be very precisely, if I want to say, that's the fact of it. If I have 100 agents, how can I learn everything? It's impossible.
It's impossible.
And if I try to do that, I will get defeated, because another agent might catch up with learning that more than a human. That's the kind of a situation is going to become. People might write another agent, hey, figure out which agent I should use and then go that path, right? So they can go to any level at this point in time. So the idea here for all the 3 years, the gap in the knowledge is becoming wider and wider. And within the domain space and the research space or the student space, like we already know, only one segment even talks about this. If you talk about agent to a computer science student, probably he might know something. Hey, something like this is happening. But outside computer science student, if you might not even hear about how these things are going to happen, change their world in another 6 months or 1 year, because that's what the fact is. And we are, this gap continuously increasing day by day, is only going bigger and bigger, and we need to address this. This is the biggest challenge with all the three, meaning professionals. And with respect to professionals with who knows the business domain, the challenge is they are in a kind of a cusp, right? They are already working now. They are already hit with the AI, where they have to transform, which we talked last time too. They have to become a better questioners. Plus, they also have to transform how they do to a new technology. Now, the technology, rapid shift in technology is impossible to catch up. So they always have to have a right choice to begin with. What should I work on? Where the puck is moving, like our CEO says. So they have to continuously follow that chain. If they try to do something else where everybody is, so we are trying to guide them to that path where the industry is moving, where the workforce and knowledge is moving, so that everybody can come to that place very quickly, rather than spending time in other areas, creating more gaps for themselves from the industry.
Wow, it all sounds very interesting to me. and very scary, because we are moving very fast and it's very, very difficult to catch up.
True. So the best way, why TAL AI kernel, to come back to that, where it is going to help you is pick your passion, know your domain where you want to, where you can really make a difference. For that, pick the agents you need to work and contribute. It doesn't mean always the big models and big companies agent are the right choice for you. That's the idea here. Because when we talk about domain, you can add lot of value to that, actually speaking, because agent is an agent, is a taskmaster at simplest level. And each of these innovators, researchers, professionals, students, even enterprises, when they consume this, they can bring their expertise to this and then communicate that. And once they know how to develop, they can build this, actually speaking. You have a path, you understand the path. Now, why can't you build this? So you build it and you become the master of it. Don't become a reader of it, but you become creator of it.
Creator of it. So suppose there's a student who has chosen their domain, and they are reading about it and reviewing also after a while. But because there's such rapid shift in the technology, the thing they were reviewing and analyzing and spending time on is irrelevant. I mean, what are the chances of that happening in this fast shifting
Yeah, but
technology?
their knowledge is always the value add, right? See, always the domain experts they bring in, the passion they bring in is always unique. That is where they are going to uplift this whole thing. But of course, the challenge you raised is true, because tomorrow there is another 10 agent comes. How do you?
And of course, there will be a better one, because that's the
Obviously,
goal.
because they also provided.
Yeah.
So one way is you become the creator, like I said. So you be that one which is becoming
Bringing the new one.
but make yourself better than others, right? That's going to be a competition, because it all depends upon at some time how much knowledge and passion you put into that work that you develop and then raise it up. Now, where they can do it, they can also choose, assume they are not creators, only consumers or learners looking that. You choose only the top rated agents, because community is telling you, you don't need to worry about what you should learn. If you come to that place, if the crowd is moving towards one specific agent which is more popular, then there is a reason to that. So with the community trust that will guide you, at least even if a lot of things comes in, how to filter them, where to focus, actually.
That's true. That's true. And I think it will help in all the parts of professional career, if not life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think it's also very similar to non AI life. Before AI, we were doing the same thing, just in skills. And in our career, like if somebody is doing something on a level, I want to do it better than that, so that I get the promotion, I get the upscaling thing done.
See, the difference is this. Previously, because these tools are not there, we talked about this. You are working on a project for 6 months. Right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
to bring that back, same idea only here. Now you have the tool. Now you assume you have X amount of knowledge in a subject, and you develop an agent. Now it is up to you. Instead of taking 6 months to finish it, now you finished it in half a day. You have
Half a day. I mean, wow, okay.
right? But because AI coding, everything
It's faster
is
now.
faster, is there. So the more time has to go to intellectual work. You're where you want to put that, not monotonous work, but more intellectual work, how to enhance these things, right? So that's how you increase the power of the agent that yourself are creating, or the knowledge base you are giving to an agent. But it's going to be, like I said, always there are pros and cons to everything, right? How much knowledge you can give. We have all limitations, right? So idea is how to travel that. Then once you finish that, maybe you need to pick up another domain to go broader. Now, once you finish that, going deeper into one particular segment, previously you can sustain with that. Now
No, you
right?
can't.
Because now once you finish that, now you have to think broader. To me, that is more opportunities. If I am a student, that's where my opportunity sits,
Yeah.
right? I'm not restricted. I don't need to stuck with one thing to repeatedly doing. I have more scope of learning. So it's all about, it's on their hand actually.
How they see it and how they make use of it. Yes. In case you're wondering which episode we are frequently talking about, we'll put it in the description. It's the previous interview we did with Mr. Mani about how AI is changing the technology and the job world. I thought I should just mention it because it's been 2-3 times that we have referred to that interview. Mr. Mani, if you would like to give a message to students, professionals, and anybody who can make use of AI kernel, what would it be?
This is a platform they have to come and understand what is there, what they can trust, how they can also influence this, because they are coming with expertise, also experience and domain expertise, so much they can bring in. So help the community while you are learning, earning, help the community to grow and understand what is happening, so that they can also take this, your experience, back into them. From a student's perspective, definitely learn, because they need to know, because we are trying to democratize this. The platform will help you to democratize this, but are you taking advantage of this? So we are going to work very closely with the TAL network, TAL clubs, how much ever we can take this platform to every university students as much as possible. So we will give you this, but it is up to the students to come, um, explore themselves, learn themselves, and that's the key takeaway. Learn deep also, not shallow. Shallow because you cannot make money. If you want to go to the second part, you can. But the most important thing is learn something. If you are learning something, learn to the depth of it. Learn to the so that it can make yourself help in terms of earning it later.
The very interesting part, what I found out is usually when we say AI, we talk about agents or the technical stuff, it's only for the tech students. But now I think it has, I mean, other professionals were using it only to use it, like for task based things. They were not getting deeper into it, how it works, or should they write review about it. It was not needed. But I think with this opportunity, everybody can be involved, not just tech student but art student and BCom student, economy student, anybody and everybody can be part of it.
Absolutely. Instead of just coding and
Yeah,
creating an agent,
yeah,
by just using an agent to the and understanding them, you can make money.
you can make money, yeah, and elevate your skills to the
Absolutely.
level
You can
where
become a professional.
everybody is. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
insights.
Thank you.